Sara Plate's dream to have her body done in Turkish hospital has become a nightmare as she nearly lost her life in a medical procedure that lasted for over 10 hours. Hello everyone, I hope that you are doing well. Thank you so much for coming back here and thank you for your support. In her quest to reduce the size of her stomach, have a breast lift and do an implant, the 33-year-old flew from UK to a Turkish hospital for this procedure to be done. In a Tell It All interview, Sara explained that the medical procedure was performed on her while she was awake, noting that she was left with an open wound among other things after the process. She said that she decided to share her story with everyone, especially those who plan to seek for medical attention abroad.
This pain is the worst pain I've had in my life. I remember my dad being by the side of me and he's like, breathe, you need to breathe, Sara, you need to breathe. And there's loads of nurses around me and I was like, kill me, tell him to kill me, Dad, you need to tell him, kill me, I can't do this, you need to tell him. And I'd never experienced this. I wanted to die, I couldn't deal with this pain. And I remember looking down and I remember realising that my breast, after an hour of coming around, my breast was purple. I currently sleep in the kitchen, come bedroom, because it's easier for me, going up and down the stairs, the toilet's right next to me.
It's been 18 months since Sara went to Turkey and life has changed beyond recognition. She's allowed us to film her reality now and follow her as she prepares for her 10th corrective operation back home in South Wales.
But this is a big change, isn't it?
Yeah, because my bedroom used to be upstairs. Yeah, my bedroom was upstairs, so I'm currently in the kitchen. Yeah.
Following the failed Turkish tummy tuck, Sara needed a skin graft, but the scar has begun tethering or attaching to the muscle beneath it. It causes disabling pain and limits her movement.
I'm literally getting pain, I'll show you now, right there right now, and right there.
Across there.
Right there.
Sara is having surgery through the NHS, but her surgeon has invited us to his private clinic to explain how he will hopefully, and almost literally, put her back together again.
Do you feel tight across here?
Yeah, it literally feels like it's ripping.
Yeah, it's a bit tight there.
Yeah.
So literally have to undermine under here. Lift it quite a long way that way, and then bring it over.
If Professor Whitaker can remove the graft and seal the skin, it could transform Sara's mobility and discomfort.
My biggest concern is at the top and the bottom, ironically. Here it's probably not too bad.
But there is no guarantee he will be able to completely close the wound once he's reopened it.
Yeah, it's all tethered under there. Sorry.
How would you describe the work of the surgeon in Turkey?
It was a very unusual combination of surgeries. There was lots of combinations done together. The blood supply to the tissue, it's fair to say, wasn't respected. It was a very long operation, I believe 30 and a half hours, which is certainly much longer than we'd say is safe in the UK for an anaesthetic. And there was obviously, in my opinion, a lack of training and a knowledge of anatomy. So I think it was a combination of the surgery, the length of the surgery, and the patient selection.
Inside the tummy button, but I'm definitely happy with how it's going so far.
Words like botched and butchered are used often when referring to complications from Turkish surgery. Would you agree with that description?
They are colloquial terms which we don't really like using.
I am so happy with the results, and the care I've had. It's just been they're insane. They're insanely amazing. I can't thank them enough. Looking at myself in the mirror now, even though I've got bandages on, I'm in love. I'm in love with what should have been ages ago, what it should have been like. This is what it should have been like a long time ago.
There will be people watching this questioning whether you should have had surgery on the NHS. What do you say to them?
I will pay the NHS back. I've always said that all along. I mean, they saved my life, and I owe them everything. I owe them everything, and I will happily pay them back whatever it's cost to save my life.
Is seeing droves of British patients prepared to take the risk of operations in Turkey. Many are rewarded, but others pay the price of disfigurement and disabilities, and the cost of that is felt when they're back home.
I needed it I needed it for health reasons. I needed an emergency operation, and I couldn't have it because I was overweight during COVID. So after I'd lost all my weight, because I lost it so quickly, I was left with a saggy, hanging, really bad skin, and it was blistering, it was rubbing, it was burning. I couldn't deal with it anymore, and I couldn't afford the price in the UK. So I researched like for 17 months, and I flew out to Turkey, and basically he left me in a complete and utter mess. He operated on me when I was awake, and they held me down, and I've got complex PTSD from that. I've been left with gaping holes in my stomach. They've had to remove my boobs. I've been left with cuts across my back that wasn't even supposed to happen anyway. I can't lift my arms above my head because he's taken too much skin off. He's taken too much skin off my stomach, so there's no way of closing my stomach. And he's just totally destroyed me.